Yeah, I'm just gonna simply buy new monitors for my gaming desk. So here we go. Again, buying 3 monitors for my gaming desk, and I asked some of the sales representatives to see if they recommend some budget-friendly monitors work for gaming and other productivity stuff. So even though this is mostly for business and productivity monitor, I'm just using it to upgrade my old monitors that I have in my room. Yes, I'm adding additional accessories such as using another flat monitor arm and even buying this extra product for my phone. Yeah, when I just simply came inside this micro center again, I saw that a lot of people are buying this new RTX graphics, which is now pretty crazy. So I had to wait a pretty long line for them to complete their order. So here it is, all the 3 monitors I collected so far, and the other one is going to be my extra arm for my third monitor. It costs over $300 out of everything out of my pockets here. I have some extra items that I need for some accessories, but overall that should be it. Okay, just got back to Micro Center again. Unfortunately, this product right there doesn't actually fit for my iPhone, so I'm gonna have to make a return for this. All right, just returned the phone mount back to Micro Center, which I got some refund out of it as well. So of course, just gonna head home for now. All right, there we go. Yeah, finally got these bad boys into my room so far. So just got this extra arm for the third monitor, which I can use it for my console, such as a Xbox and my Nintendo Switch. Also, the second thing is that the last 2 right there are for my PC or my laptop. But overall, I'm just gonna simply unbox them at my room. It's gonna be for my gaming channel. Carefully open her up like this. Okay, this is the worst way to unbox this. Come on! Now for the moment of truth. There she is. Get her out of here for now. It's stuck. Okay, so that's the monitor itself. So the MSI Pro MP243X series for business and productivity monitor. So this is basically a basic 23.8 inch monitor itself. This also has the backside to it as well. This I can just screw it on just fine. And the one that's just below it is something that I can attach in the back. But I'm just gonna be using this monitor just to switch out my old one that's lit up there. I'm also thinking about getting rid of this old printer since I normally no longer use it as much anymore. Overall, let me see if I'm able to try to clean up everything and then try to put everything on. Alright, I almost forgot. They provided me with this free HDMI cable, the power bank. Well, this is used for the monitor itself, but I'm not using that. And this one right there is a manual. Alright, just gonna have to try to pry this thing off. Alright, so this is the manual itself, the MSI laptop. Well, that's how it's gonna work. I know it's in some type of like a different language that I clearly don't even understand as much here, but this is just a basic installation guide of how to put on these monitors. So I guess this bracket, I can attach it to one of these mounts like this, but I'm not using that. I'm just gonna simply put the manual away and then find somewhere safe to store. Yes, these things are pretty ridiculous and big for me, unlike my TV monitors by itself, but hopefully this upgrade for my gaming desk is still worth it. Alright, so of course, yeah, I removed all the mounts and replaced it with those new monitors. Compared to that is actually very big, and I had to clean out everything as much as I can. So of course, this is what the initial setup looks like after a while. I really don't want to record too long here, but right now I'm just unboxing this other bracket for my third monitor. In other words, I'll reserve this for my Xbox and Nintendo Switch consoles. So yeah, it took me a while to try to arrange things in a specific order. So I had to clean everything out from all the table and then try to rearrange the monitor to see if I'm able to fit my laptop here. So of course, I'll try to do maybe a very short rerun of my setup here. So I got all the 3 monitors. Yeah, it took me like hours of exhausting work. But one thing I noticed is that one of my pieces went missing when I was trying to unbox it. So I had to get another piece in my garage and then use it as a replacement. So this is just a temporary solution for now. I know, it's very dirty. My table has been dirty for a while, so I guess I'll have to clean everything up by myself. So far, yeah, this is just now my final setup. I can only use 2 monitors, even though I have my laptop closed at the moment. But this third monitor, I can use it for my Xbox or Nintendo Switch, which I will later set up. So yeah, I'm not sure if I'm able to do a review at this time like this, but stay tuned to the next part. Alright, so today is morning and this is now my setup for my 3 triple monitors. Other than that, let's boot my laptop up. Hey sir. Alright, it does take a while for only 2 monitors to sync up. There it is. There we go. This is what my big monitor looks like as of now. Now, I got plenty of space to work with here, but yeah, let me just test the speakers itself. Alright, here's one of my videos, which I made a skit about. Vlogging channel where I first created my first episode on the same day. Plus, vlogging has been my greatest passion ever since. Okay, the speakers sound okay. Test number 2. Now to turn on the third monitor, which is my console. Alright, for now, close this. Alright, booting up my Xbox. There it is. However, some of the sounds don't sync up as much for now, but I'll see if I can mute the third monitor so that I can use it just to begin a console live stream now that I don't have to worry about trying to switch out the second monitor and then having to do too much things like this. So yeah, the third monitor, I'm just reserving this for console purposes only, unless if I really need to use it as a third monitor. So the only way to try to keep everything muted is by pressing one of these buttons below it. Wrong button. Yes, I pressed the power button for this, but so to press this, you press the E button right there, and then I just changed the volume itself to adjust and then save it. So the M button, basically I can just change out the settings here. I can change the professional image, input source, navi key, and even settings too. So the only way is that I can just simply check around whatever I want to play around. I can choose the mode. Select one of function, the power consumption. I'm keeping, yeah. So economy mode, black and white, office, movie, anti-blue, sRGB, simple user, eco-friendly mode. Yeah. Response time, normal. Refresh rate. I didn't know they have an alarm clock here. Okay. Screen assistance. Okay, screen size is automatic. Adaptive sync. I think I pressed the wrong button. Okay, let's see. Alright, apparently you might have changed the settings here. So turning on the adaptive sync, I'm not sure what it does. But anyways, I'm just gonna simply play around with these settings here. Let's see, what does the image do? I can change brightness, I can change contrast if I want to sharpen the image. What is the image enhancement? The low blue light, HDCR, the color temperature. Okay, and then go back. Input source. For now, I only got HDMI as of now. The Navi key, I'll keep it as default. And then settings, just some basic settings, change the language, transparency, timeouts, the power button, HDMI info on screen, the audio volume, and yeah, that's about everything. So very basic settings for the MSI monitor itself. But later one day I'll play around with these settings if I have time to look around. So I just realized whenever I want to do a live stream, I guess my microphone won't be able to reach conveniently like this, but if I were to make some slight adjustments to my microphone like this for now, then maybe I can stream more comfortably. Unless if I really want to adjust the screen itself. But overall, that should be it. If I want to use another monitor for my laptop, then I would need another device that looks like this, which costs around $54 per piece. So yeah, I already have this from a while back, but if I were to think about getting another one, then I should buy another one. Okay, let me see if I'm able to turn on adaptive sync for these monitors. So with every other setup that I did so far, everything, including all the rest, should be working just fine. Way better than my previous monitors, which were pretty small unlike before, but 24-inch is the maximum I can only go for, because I won't be able to put too many monitors and having every monitor go too much haywire with everything. But overall, that's basically it. That's all the monitors I can have. But hopefully, I hope you guys enjoy this content here. If you like my videos, subscribe to my channel. You could also follow me on other social media platforms in my about page. This is AvroTF, not Vlog with LTF. It's going to be on my gaming channel. Signing out.